Hi, my name is Hector Castillo, or Mr. Castle if you will, and I want to invite you to this part of the universe I like the most, the music. Today I'm going to be talking about the blues shuffle and the importance to expand our glossary when improvising over this style of music by adding these particular licks learned from masters like Johnny Winter, the one I'm going to be working with today. I'm going to be using this video as a reference. I'm going to be taking only 5 rounds of this intro song he did for a blues festival back in the 80s. And basically what I'm going to do is to try to add those licks to my repertoire of licks. Try to get these new licks as part of my DNA when improvising. So when I'm combining these ones along with the stuff I learned along the way, I can sound a bit more professional or more deep into the blues concept. Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is to bring our playing to the next level by learning a new vocabulary, and Johnny Winter is a must when it comes to this. So I'll see you right now. Just by watching what Johnny Winter is doing in this video, the first 5 rounds, it's a lot of information, and you can put this into practice to always create this connection between your creativity and your stock licks, and you're always going to be up there, because the blues shuffle can be slow, can be fast, but the thing is sometimes it doesn't give you enough time to think much, so you have to feel it. And you have to be ready to sing those lines beforehand before you can put them in practice. And in order to do so, you need to do the practice at home of repeating and repeating and repeating over and over and over these particular licks and riffs and lines. So they will be part of your DNA, and you will have them integrated into your playing to the point where you're gonna be
spontaneous, 100% like this.
The idea when you're playing live, when you're improvising, when you're recording something, or even when you're playing at home and you're kind of just having fun, noodling, improvising because you want to have a good time with your improvisation time. The idea is to let it go, to flow with it, not to think much. You think when you're practicing, when you're focusing on your practice session to get the licks the right way and to put in practice the right way with the right timing and everything. But then when you have decided to improvise, to let yourself go with improvisation vibe, that's a different kind of an attitude. We don't tend to think much. We just go with what we learned and we let it flow. But in order to make this happen, in order to let it flow, we need to do the previous job. Okay, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So today I have Mr. Johnny Winter. Where is it? Here? Yes. Mr. Johnny Winter is here, and he's going to help us out to achieve our goals when it comes to develop our blues skills and to bring our glossary to the next level. So I'm going to play this video from the top. This is from a concert he did in Italy back in the 80s. I think it was back in 1988, I think it is. Man, just the first 5 rounds are amazing, so let's listen to it. I'm gonna leave it up to there. With just those 5 rounds, we're gonna be able to absorb that much information and so valuable licks that are gonna help us out to bring our playing to the next level. So let's go for them, okay? So I'm gonna play this part again. The band hasn't come in yet, you know? This is just Johnny on its own. But basically this is a lick that will pertain to grade number 1, I'd say. I'm gonna change my camera now. Here we go. So he's basically doing as an intro, right? So every time you're in the first degree, you know, the first 4 bars of every round within the blues, let me tell you this. My guitar has been tuned down a full step. You can see me playing the position of E blues, but basically we're in the key of D. So you're like this. You got the first 4 bars. So over those 4 bars you can go. Right? So then he will move to, let me see what part exactly. Exactly. So for that part, you would have to do right? So you got a lot of information there, because if you are improvising, you can go so that's nice, right? So it's not like it's starting off your solo straight away like which is not bad, but when you play like this, you sound more like into the concept. You sound more accurately into the glossary that pertain to the blues shuffle. And now he does something like this. That lovely turnaround, right? So I got a full round. I can practice now, right? So the same thing can be done with the other 4 rounds. And then with the backing track, you're gonna be able to put all this concept in practice and definitely mix it up with the stuff you know already, and you're gonna sound way better. Way better. Okay, so we're gonna listen to the next round and see what else Johnny Winter have to say for us. So basically, the next round is pretty similar to the first one, except the fact he starts off with this. So I got 2 rounds, right? Okay, now we're gonna keep listening and see what the third round is all about. That's pretty much the exercise we need to do, right? So back. Well, this one is a little bit more challenging, but you know, even if I don't get 100%, it's the important thing is the vibe around it, right? So he starts off with something like. So the same line he's doing here. From here. It's repeated here. 1 octave lower. So that's very common in the shuffle. So you do a line here like a. So we used to do that a lot. So after that part, he does something like this. Yeah. And then for the turnaround. And then for the last round, we have, well, the last round for today. You can go through the whole concert. So it would be like an hour, 2 hours concert, just getting licks and licks and licks. And it's a never-ending story. So for that round, he does something like this. You know, most of the players will stick to this octave to resolve that particular line, like. But Johnny Winter plays with the octaves, which is great. It's a great vision. Right? So, I got a backing track here with me. It's a backing track in D. It's definitely slower than the speed Johnny Winter is playing at. And I did it on purpose because the idea is to practice these concepts very well. And of course, we should start off without any backing track, try to get the licks on their own. But then, when you feel more prepared and more confident with the licks, then you try to put them in practice along with the backing track. But this backing track is slower than the speed of the blues shuffle Johnny Winter is playing, which is great, right? It gives us enough time to think. So let's see how it goes.